Have you ever pondered why Java continues to be a cornerstone of Android application development despite the emergence of other languages? It's because of its robustness, versatility, and widespread adoption. With that in mind, today's discussion revolves around a step-by-step guide on crafting an Android application using Java. The first step to creating an Android application is setting up your development environment. Begin by downloading and installing the Android Studio, an official integrated development environment, IDE, for Android application development. Alongside it, make sure to install the Java Development Kit, JDK, as it's the foundation for developing any Java application. Once the setup is complete, launch Android Studio and start a new Android project. A dialog box will appear asking for your application name, company domain, and project location. Fill in these details as per your preference. Select phone and tablet as your target Android devices and click on Next. After this, choose Empty Activity to keep the application as simple as possible for this tutorial. Press Next once again and then Finish to create the application. Android Studio will take a few moments to build your project, and once done, your basic application structure is ready. Now, it's time to dive into the world of Java. Navigate to the mainActivity.java file. This is where you'll write the Java code for your application. Start with the basics. Define your package at the top, import necessary libraries, and declare your class. Next, you'll need to create an instance of the onCreate method. This method runs when your application starts, and it's where you should initialize your activity. Once you've set up your activity, create a user interface using XML. Navigate to the activity_main XML file and start designing your layout. You can add elements like text views, buttons, and images. Remember, each element you add should have an ID, as this is what you'll use in your Java code to reference these elements. After setting up the user interface, go back to your mainActivity.java file and start interacting with these elements. For instance, if you've added a button, you can set up an on-click listener to respond to button clicks. Finally, once you're satisfied with your application, it's time to test it. Click on the Run button in Android Studio. You can test your application on an Android device emulator or on your own Android device. In summary, creating an Android application in Java involves setting up your development environment, creating a new Android project, writing Java code in mainActivity.java, designing a user interface in activity_main, XML, interacting with these elements in your Java code, and finally, testing your application. Remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Android application development is a vast field with endless possibilities. Keep learning, keep experimenting, and soon you'll be crafting applications that can change the world. That's it for today. Until next time, keep coding.